In this session, we will see one example of university template and one example of proposal submitted by one of the students. Let's start. Here is an example of university template. You could see that in the first page, all you have to do is just to fill your information. The second page is your content table. And remember, in any proposal, there is a font guideline you should follow. In here, it states that the font should be 12. Usually, font used in proposals is 12, and you should limit your proposal to 15 pages. Some institutions limit even to less number of these pages. You'll start stating a background by answering main questions. Why is this research needed? How your results will fill the gap in the needed topic. You also need to mention any previous work on the same research. In the following paragraphs, you will need to state your objectives. In here, you need to include under a title. Moving to the scope, where you will tell your tasks, and some institutions insist on mentioning the duration of each task. Now moving to methodology and approaches to your research, again you will need to answer certain questions such as what are the constraints, if any, what are the technical challenges and uncertainties, what are the different approaches to this problem and your preferred approach and why. The important part is the facilities used during the research. You need to tell the institutions that they have the facilities to make your research happen. You don't want to miss the budget section if you have a fund to your research or you need funds for your research. You need to answer what is the total budget for the project. Have the funds been already acquired? If any, if not, where is the money will be coming from? How long it will delay? Will it impact the thesis work? What are the other remedies to the problem? The next point is institution related. Some institutions ask you to give them a schedule of deliverable outcomes of your research during your research. You need to be objective. Don't show more than you can swallow. If you said you will finish so and so, and you fail to deliver, your funds or scholarship may stop or terminate because you didn't deliver what you promised. Finally, reference the work you used in your proposal. This is an example of one of the students' proposal for a clinical research project. It is very good example. The student stated the reasons and the goals of his proposal at the beginning of his proposal. He or she used a set of points to describe the research first, then he or she moved to the reasons behind that, so stating the problems after stating the goals. The student used a title to point to the stated hypothesis and another title for the tasks and the scope of the research. Moving to the techniques that will be used in his research, notice that the student stated that he or she is unfamiliar of those techniques. There are two significant information that you can understand from this part. There will be a time consumed during which they will learn those techniques. Also, they will need a trainer. The importance of mentioning those is to emphasize that they need time and money to spend on those techniques. Notice that the student used the supervisor section to mention the supervisor and the collaborators. Also, the student used the status of the project instead of funds section. You can name it whatever, but you need to include that in your proposal. Remember, this type of proposal will be submitted to non-professional and professional audiences. You should address them in clear, simple writing, with only essential technical terms. Using too many technical terms will make readers feel you just copied a part of a textbook. Also, using unrealistic goals will make your research questionable.